What's up, guys? Today we're going to be doing a Sportbike brand tier list, strictly based off of the aesthetics and looks of the bikes within the brand. This is completely my opinion, so I mean this is not the objective truth about the looks on all of these bikes, but yeah. I also apologize for the audio because my mic decided that it didn't want to fucking work today, so that was awesome. But let's get right into it. So starting with Suzuki, I think the bikes look fine. They're all right. I think that I hate the Cyclops headlight. I think a lot of people do dislike Gixxers for that. I just don't understand it. I think it looks really bad. And oh my god, especially the GSX 8R with that new bike that they did is just, this is a horrific looking bike. I don't like it at all. I know some people really did, but I think it is just absolutely ugly. I mean, the tail looks really short. I don't understand what's going on in the front. Yeah, I completely dislike this bike. It's just horrible looking. Other than that, though, the older Gixxers, which is what I put in here, I gave them some grace. I think it looks pretty good. I also included, for all the brands, I included their naked counterparts. I don't know why, I just kind of felt like it. And the Suzuki SV650, which is what is right here, it's the coolest looking naked bike of all time. I think it's phenomenal. If we go back to the GSX 8, the naked version of the new bike, it's just horrendous. So I'm gonna rate Suzuki, I think B tier. I think their bikes look fine. The new one was a miss, but other than that, I think they look all right. And the SV650, I think, saves them because this is a cool bike. I love Hondas. I think Hondas, God, they have some of the coolest looking sport bikes. I actually, before I got my first bike, I wanted a Honda so bad because I think they look amazing. If we look up, let's look up early 2000s, not 200s, Honda CBR. Why is my cap locked on? Anyway, yeah, these are fucking sick. Like, look, that's the picture I have on there, but yeah, they look sick. They're the coolest looking bikes in my opinion. From the side, they're awesome. Even the newer Hondas, like if we look at the 2025 CBR, yeah, still looks great. Yeah, so Hondas are amazing. They look sick. And I think that they executed the naked bikes perfectly. I think they're way cooler than any naked bikes out there. I mean, on most naked bikes, I think that the front end is what kind of is where I lose interest in them. And I think that Honda solved that by just putting a circle right on it. And it has good positioning because on most naked bikes, like if we go to like down here to Yamaha, I don't know what's going on right here. But Honda made it look natural and good. So I think Honda is honestly S tier. I think they make amazing looking bikes. All right, moving on to Ducati. I mean, Ducatis are Ducatis. They're sick. The only thing that I kind of just don't love about them is I feel like, again, that front end is just a little bit strange to me. Yeah, it's just not my favorite, especially right here on the Panigale V4. I don't love the front end. But I mean, other than that, the bike is awesome. I mean, it's a Ducati. I don't think you can really pick it apart too much because, I mean, they're sick. Their naked bike, the Street Fighter, it actually looks pretty good for the naked bike. I think I'm starting to realize that I don't love naked bikes because I feel like I've always got something to say about them. Like they just look weird to me, if that makes sense. I feel like there's only a few naked bikes that actually like stand out and are appealing to me. The Street Fighter does look all right though. Again, the front end is just weird, but other than that, I think it's a pretty solid looking bike, and I think the V4 is also a pretty solid looking bike. It looks very aggressive. And whatever's going on the side here, these little indents, those are cool. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good looking bike. The winglets, yeah. Ducati is gonna go. Put them in B tier 2. Yeah, I think that's fair because I don't think they're the coolest looking bikes of all time, but they definitely don't look bad. So I think that is a fair rating for them, for me at least. And moving on to Yamaha. I mean, I'm biased. I have a Yamaha. I genuinely do believe that Yamaha makes the coolest looking bikes out of any brand. And Honda is a very close second. Yeah, I mean, look at the R6, the R7. You know, the R7 is not like everybody's favorite bike, but it is just so clean looking. Yeah, it just looks phenomenal. I don't know how to explain. They look very like thin, like they're like a blade. Yeah, Yamaha just nailed. The front end looks sick, especially on the R1. Yeah, look at that. That's fucking awesome. And even the older ones, like this, that's an R1. That's 2006 R1. And then the R6, maybe an older one will pop up too. Yeah, they just look sick. And as far as the naked bikes go, though, they look a little goofy to me. I mean, this is an MT-07, and it's not horrible looking, but it's not the coolest bike in the world. Maybe it's the mirrors that are ruining it for me right there, but I don't love the naked bike for Yamaha. The MT series isn't awesome, but their sport bikes are fucking perfect. Yamaha's 100% going in S tier for me. And I know I'm biased, but whatever. Okay, KTM. These are the most despicable looking bikes I've ever seen in my life. I mean, like, these are so ugly. What? I don't even know what's going on right here with the 390, the RC390. It just looks stupid. It looks horrible. I mean, I really can't put it any other way. I feel like I don't even have much to say about it. It just looks goofy. The color sucks. It looks obnoxious. I feel like they're trying to go for something different, and they just missed really hard. This like sort of railing look right here. I don't know what to call this. Looks stupid. You don't really see that on any of the other bikes except this one. And then what really seals the deal for me with KTM on just them having the ugliest bikes is the naked bike, the Super Duke or the Duke or whatever it's called. God, that bike is just so despicable. It's horrible. I mean, I can't. It's just so ugly. I mean, if we look at Superbike, not Superbike. What am I doing? Super Duke. Yeah, this thing is just so ugly. Oh my god. Like I don't even know what I'm looking at here. I don't know what's going on in the front at all. These mirrors look stupid. I get you can take them off, but I do not understand this bike. I don't understand why anyone wanted it. The side profile is still god awful. Yeah, I've always hated these bikes. I think they look so stupid. Again, with this railing, I don't understand what it is. Is it like, I don't know. Yeah, that is going to be an instant D tier. They look so stupid. BMWs look great. The S1K, I have the newer gen right here, but if we go to the old gen S1K, God, these are cool. I get it. It's the TikTok bike everyone loves on TikTok, but I mean, like, look at this. It's just sick. What stood out to me with this bike is the two different headlights. The one's like longer than the other. Why is it not showing a picture of them? If I look at lights. Yeah, look at this. This is fucking awesome. I think the older gen ones are cooler than the new gen S1Ks, but I still think that the new one looks great too. I think the Naked actually looks good too. When I was taking my MSF course, one of the teachers or whatever had brought their Naked S1K, and yeah, I think I don't really have much to say about them, but they look really cool to me. I think it's unfortunate that they got like TikTokified. But I think A tier is good for them, for BMW. Yeah, I think they look sick. Triumph. I think Triumphs look great. I think with the Daytona 675 right here, it reminds me of a CBR in a way. I don't know if it's just the exhaust coming out of the tail, but it reminds me of a CBR. I think this bike looks sick. They sound cool too. Yeah, this bike looks sick. There's that railing that KTM was doing, but Triumph seemed to execute it a bit better. Yeah, I think this looks great. This is probably one of my favorite naked bikes. Is the Street Triple. I think this actually is like a cool looking naked bike. The front is weird, but it looks good. I think it looks phenomenal. I want one of these really bad. Yeah, Triumph is great. I think their bikes look sick. The Daytona is probably one of the coolest looking sport bikes. I think they're gonna go. Probably to A. Next, Aprilia. I don't know if I mentioned it. I think I did, but I'm not doing every single one of these brands. We just only have Aprilia and Kawasaki coming up next. Because I just kind of wanted to do the main brands, I guess. Anyway, I digress. Moving back to Aprilia. People love them, but they never really stood out to me too much. I mean, they're pretty rare to see, so if I see one, like I saw one, I think I saw that exact bike, the RS660, in that exact colorway at a bike meet the other day. And I think that they're cool. I think that they look good. They're just not that interesting to me. I don't find them to be the coolest looking bikes of all time. But I was admiring this bike the other day when I saw it, because you just don't see them that often. This naked bike, the Tuono, I don't even know how to say it. That is a solid looking naked bike. I think that looks pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of the MT-07, but cooler, I guess. Yeah, I think Aprilia is cool. Like I said, I don't think they're the coolest bikes in the world. But I mean, I think they look all right. I think I'll probably put them in C or B. So I think Suzuki and Ducatis look cooler than Aprilia. I'm gonna go with C. Only because I think Suzuki and Ducatis, I like where they're at on this tier list, and I think that they look a little bit better than Aprilia's. So I'm gonna put Aprilia in C, yeah. And then lastly, Kawasaki. This might be surprising because Kawasaki is such like it's like the main pick when you think of motorcycles. I feel like it's like the brand that's on top. They're just not my favorite. The ZX6R I do really like. The naked bike is all right. But when it comes to the sport bikes, I think that I found myself only really liking the ZX6R. My friend has a ZX14R. That bike is ugly. I do not like that bike. It looks like the Hayabusa to me, though, and I don't like the Hayabusa. The ZX-10R is super ugly to me. I really don't like this bike at all. I don't really understand what's going on in the front here. And then this bike, the Ninja 500, this bike is ugly. I hate this bike. I don't know what it is about it. Something just looks off. I think it's that front end. I feel like with Kawasaki, when you compare it to like Suzuki, Honda, or Yamaha, I feel like Kawasaki's look like they have too much going on with the body and the front end and all of that. Whereas if we go back to like Honda, it looks like simple. Or Yamaha, like it just looks slick and clean. Whereas Kawasaki, I feel like with both of these bikes, it looks like there's too much going on. That's not to say that there's not some cool Ninjas. Like the ZX6R is really cool. I think it's one of the coolest looking 600s. Where's that one model that I swear everyone and their mom has? It's like gray with like little streaks of blue. You guys have to know what I'm talking about because everyone has it. I don't know, but oh, it's right here. I swear to God, every time I go to a meet, I see at least 45 of these ZX6Rs with a little bit of blue on it, and they're gray. It looks all right though. I think this colorway is probably the coolest one out of all the other ones. Yeah, I mean, in the Z650 right here, it looks all right. It's actually not bad for a naked bike, but I still don't really understand what's going on with the front right here. Yeah, Kawasaki is kind of hit or miss for me. I'm gonna put them in B. Because like they look cool sometimes, but then sometimes I just feel like they're just not that cool compared to the other brands. Yeah, and I think this kind of is the final list that I'm happy with. In S tier we have Honda and Yamaha. Those are probably my two favorite brands. I think they're the best looking bikes. The S1K and the Daytona 675 I think also look awesome. It's A tier. And then for B, which is just kind of like, they're pretty cool. They're not the coolest in the world, though. Suzuki, Ducati, and Kawasaki, I think, fit that pretty well. Aprilia and C. No, I'm going to move that up to B, because I think that they actually do kind of fit in that category of like, oh, they're cool, but they're not the coolest things I've seen in the entire world. And then KTM at D tier, because I do not like the KTMs at all. I think they're the ugliest bikes ever made. But yeah, I think that kind of wraps up the tier list. And yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.